Hello, folks. Let's do the daily target on CSSBattle.dev. Let's do it. This is shapes. What shapes are they? Let's use the HTML element and we'll put this cream or peach or whatever that color is on it. And I'm going to start, well, why not go ahead and start with the conic gradient that I think is the first part of it. I'm going to do conic gradient. I think it's 2 conic gradients, by the way. Okay. And we're going to do this black color. Yes. No. Yes. The black color. No. It's this one. This is the one it is. And it's 25% of that. 0. And I need a comma. That's how you get that shape. And then we're going to narrow it. We're going to put a no repeat on it. And I'm going to put it at the top corner. And I'll give it a size. And there it is. Oh, and worse, I haven't done the important step of setting the margins so that this is only as big as it needs to be. So I'm narrowing in on I'm narrowing in on, here we go. Narrowing in on what the size of the body element needs to be to match perfectly. 70, 80, 90, 92. So that's the size. Now, okay, so now let's do what I was talking about, which is I want to do the size that I need to get this repeat. And so that is this sequence here. So let's do that. To do that, we need to move over horizontally 100 pixels. Too far, 60 pixels. That could be right. Down 10 pixels. That could be right. The width is wider too. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. So I'm going to let it repeat now. And interestingly, I've got it wrong. Oh, why? Because I don't have an at, of course. At 10 pixels, 80 pixels, something like that. Yeah. And then over top of that, we have another conic gradient, which uses the same technique, or actually, we could do other techniques for that. We could do a linear gradient. And we need, what do we need? We need transparent. We need the peach and then transparent. Comma. So there it is. Then we need to have it be only on the up and down axis. So repeat is going to be on the Y. And then it needs to be, I believe it's right in the middle. So we can do 50%. Yes. And then give it a width. 10 pixels. So there's your stripe. That's nice. So let's get the width right. 2, 3, 40. Great. And I do, because I started with peach and it needs to be offset down, I need to do 10 pixels. Okay, and then I give it a height. How about 40 pixels again? And now I need to set those color stops. How about 20 pixels, 0. That gets it. Let's submit it and see if, make sure that we're 100%. I think that's it. This is when I talk about the fact, so that's 100% result. When I talk about the fact that the conic gradient is my favorite, this is what I'm talking about. a pattern like this just absolutely is crystal clear, solid in my head, how to do it as a conic gradient. It doesn't have to be this. It absolutely does not have to be done this way. In fact, there are many choices. This is such a nice discrete pattern that no, you don't have to do it like that. You just don't. So that's a pretty good score. All right. So what else could we do? The fact that, and do we want to do another way? Let's make a paragraph tag, and put this color on it, clonk, and then put this color on it, clonk, and say color is that, clonk. All right, now let's use margins on the paragraph tag. So what do we need to do to make it just as tall as that? I think, what did we say? It was 40 tall? No, 20 tall or something? Okay, so margins, 0 on the bottom, and then 40. Okay, so let's push down. 100. 120, actually. 120 is correct. 8, 9, 10. 110. So I'm just doing the first one, and I think I've got it right. Maybe. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30. So that's 1. If I give it a box shadow of, what is it, 60 pixels over 0? You see what I'm getting at there. 6. And then now we do 0 down, 0 and what, 60 pixels? Maybe 50, maybe 40. And then the last one is probably 120 pixels. 120 pixels, 40 pixels. Now, there might be a little bit of an edge there. Yeah, it's a little bit wrong. So what is this? Is like 2 there? Okay. And then this is like 2 here. Oh no, not there. How about 2 here? There we go. So now we have part of what we want. What's next? Well, I just feel, because even if I'm not doing a conic gradient solution, I kind of want to do a conic gradient anyway. There it is. We move it over. 40 pixels, 100 pixels, 10, not 80, 90, 100, and probably need, and I need an add. Add is what I want to do. I could do it as a size, but then I'm introducing a repeat. So I need what, 100 pixels, 60 pixels? No, that is wrong. 200 pixels, and then 70 pixels, 80 pixels, and that's a solution for all of that. That's the blue. We got the black, and now we need the second element, which is P plus P. Background of him is this light color. Now he becomes immediately invisible. His box shadow is 0, 40 pixels probably. And now we can't see it, which is bad. So let's turn it red, and then have that back shadow be that red as well. Let's set margins for him. And it's probably going to be right in the middle. There it is. A little more negative on the top. Well, it's not negative at all. Minus 20. There it is. And this is 170. 172. And it's not red. It's this color. Hello. And then this is this color. Clone. So, what do we learn? Let's variabilize some of this. So we do var m like so, and then we can replace this with this. Now we've got a color that we're using twice. So how about C is this? I've got a little bit of a cursor going crazy issue. I'm not sure what's going on there. Hopefully that's not going to interrupt the recording. That's certainly what I hope. And then I can set C to this. And that's still working. Great. And then the box shadow we can do as a var as well. Var. Oh, and interestingly, we can do, what can we do? Because of the way we can do, so this, they have this in common. 0. I can do var and or this. Does that work? That's not working, is it? Interestingly, so that doesn't work in the way that I want it to, or it's not working yet. How about that? Clunk. No, that's not working. So I had this idea to remove the, because they have 040 pixels as one in common, I wanted to take advantage of that somehow, and I don't know if there's a way to. Regardless, it's not working, so we're gonna lump it. If you sort out how to do it, please leave a comment. That would be cool. I have seen sets of color stops saved as variables. All right, so let's submit and make sure, again, we're at 100% with this paragraph solution, non-conic-gradient solution. Minify, unit replace, resubmit, final answer. And yeah, that's another way to do it. What way did you do it? Yeah, these are fun, right? I enjoy them. Take care. Go make a web page, everybody. Go make a web page. Have a good day. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Seek justice. The world needs justice and goodness, and not enough of it. You can do it. All right. Get out of here. Bye.